Hello, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. I've been running errands all morning, so I'm excited about being home. But while I was at the grocery store, I picked up some spare ribs. And I think that's what these are, aren't they? Yes, spare ribs. Okay, and I wanted to show you something about these. Now, last week we talked about putting a roast on the grill where you have your flame on low on one side and your meat on the other, and you let it go for about 3 to 4 hours until it gets really good and tender. We're gonna do the same thing with these ribs, but before I put them on the grill, there's a couple of things I'm gonna do to them to make sure that they're good and tender. So I wanted to show you. We're gonna cut these bad boys open. And summertime is a great time for cooking on the grill, and Memorial Day's coming up and we're all gonna be grilling. So let me show you really quickly. Okay, so I've got this slab of ribs and I do have a cutting board right here. I'm gonna let it drip just a second. Okay, so I'm laying these down. What I want you to notice is on the back side of these ribs, up here at the top, we're gonna take this skin off. We're gonna start up here and just grab it with some paper towels that just fell off my table. But we're gonna start the skin with a knife and we're gonna grip it with some paper towels and we're just gonna pull that thing off because it never gets tender and it ends up stuck in your teeth. The seasoning that you put on your ribs, it really can't get into the meat on this side. So, okay, this is probably my favorite knife in the whole kitchen. I'll try not to wave it at you like I did last week. But basically, here's where we're gonna start. Right up here at the very top. And sometimes if you start from the top of the bone, it's easier to get under that skin. But since I'm kind of working against the camera, I'm just gonna go straight up. Keep your hands out of the way. Do you see how my knife is behind that skin? Let's see, can you see that? It's very windy out here today. Okay, so see how my knife is behind the skin? I'm just gonna cut that. Grab some paper towels and get a grip on that skin. Okay, here's the cool part. You ready? It just peels right off the back. And you can feed that to the dogs or throw it away. Now, since I am going to cook them slow on the grill, I'm just going to put some of this Southern seasoning on it. And then once they get good and tender, then I'll come back and put some barbecue sauce on them. And throw them back on the grill and let that caramelize. So just a little bit and the top came off, so I'm having to sprinkle carefully. But I'm gonna put some seasoning on both sides. And I love Southern seasoning. It's great on chicken, beef, and pork. And no, I don't get any kickbacks for plugging them. I just really like this stuff. I usually buy it in a bigger container, but I couldn't find it this morning. The wind is blowing so hard. It's always blowing up here on the hilltop though, always. All right, so we're gonna get them nice and seasoned, and my grill has been heating over there, and I'm just going to set that down. All right, are you ready? Here we go. Come on, let's go to the grill. Now I have to do this one-handed. Boy, this is gonna be cool. Okay, so the grill is nice and hot. Yeah, they're fighting over stuff. So I'm gonna put the meat on this side. And I'm gonna, hush. And I'm gonna turn all these burners off except for this one. There's gonna be one burner going over here, okay? I don't want any burners directly under my ribs that are on. And I know a lot of people like smoked ribs. I need to put some seasoning on that spot. I'm not a big fan of smoked ribs. I prefer grilled. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these work. And I've done it before. It's just been a while. So I'm probably going to set a timer and check these every hour for a while until they get really good and tender, and then I'll pull them off. If it's not quite time for dinner, then I can wrap them up and store them in the fridge, and then when we get ready, all I have to do is put some sauce on them and caramelize it out here on the grill, and I will catch back with you guys when I get that going. So let's see how long this takes. Bye, see you later.